Well, a local woman is helping people across the tri-state by giving them a chance to buy books when it might be a little bit difficult to actually get out to a bookstore. Melanie Moore has been using her, check it out, 1962 teal VW transporter to serve as a book bus. Not just a book bus, but the book bus. Yes, a bookstore on wheels. Now, Melanie is featured in a new article in Cincinnati Magazine, and she joins us now along with the article's author, Katie Coburn. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Let's just start with the very idea itself. Where did it come from?
Well, I was a teacher for 25 years, and I always had a dream of opening up a bookstore. And I came really close to signing a lease for a brick and mortar, but I thought, I don't know if I want to have that commitment. I thought I'd be tied with the business part of it and not be able to talk books, which is what I love to do.
Yeah.
So I was sitting at the kitchen table. My husband had this truck for a couple years. I had just read Parnassus on Wheels, and so I was inspired, and I looked out and said, there's my bookstore, and the book bus was born.
Off you go. Off you go. How do you come up? Because you don't have a huge amount of room for a ton of books. So how do you decide which books you're going to carry?
Right, I can fit about 150 books on the bus,
Yeah.
And so I am very particular. It's adult fiction. I try to pick things that are appealing. The covers are appealing, but also very good quality literature on the inside. And maybe some of those authors or books that people aren't aware of. Okay. I love to put a book in the hands of someone that they've never heard of the book or the author, and I know it's an amazing book, so that's a lot of fun. I also travel to Europe with my husband, so I try to bring books back that are not available locally. So here's an example of some of the books that I can bring back from my travels, and people love that. Book people, if you can get a book that you know is not easy to get, and it's a little gem, then they're super excited about that.
So you've got it's really like Oprah. She puts it on the bus. It's like being in Oprah's book club. It's big doings. Katie, let's talk about the article itself. I mean, you can see why this would be of interest because it's just so different. Is that why you wanted to do an article about it?
Well, it seems like mobile businesses have been popping up all over the city. We recently wrote about Fenno Fashion, a mobile jewelry boutique, and Daisy Jane's flower truck. But what really intrigued me about Melanie's book bus is her charitable aspect. She has a really large community impact, and I was like, I gotta write about this. So. Yeah. And she can explain her charitable impact a little more, I think, than I can.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that a little bit because you are finding ways to help kids who might not have access to books really at all.
Exactly. Like I said, I was a teacher for 25 years, so I know the importance of getting books into the hands of kids who need them most. So I take my profits, I pay back, expenses, which being on the truck are somewhat low, and then I take all my profits to buy books for kids in inner city or low-income areas. I usually channel through schools or teachers who I know need help with their classroom libraries, or I helped Ride for Reading, South Avondale, so yeah.
Really cool, really cool. So where are some of the places where the book bus shows up? If people want to come out and find out where you're going to be, where are some of the spots that you guys like to go out and let people maybe find some books that they can't find anywhere else?
Okay, well, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Cincy Book Bus, you'll see where I'm popping up. Sometimes if the weather's beautiful, I just call some coffee shop and say, can I pop up? Cool. So it's quick. Other things I have scheduled, so my next one will be July 6th. I'll be at Queen City Radio, second Sunday on Main in July. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So make sure and follow online. It's probably the best way to do it. And Katie, for you, that edition of the magazine out right now?
Yes, the July issue, subscribers have it right now. It'll be on newsstands July 1. You can pick it up at Kroger, CVS, Walgreens, Joseph Beth. It'll also be on CincinnatiMagazine.com. So check out our website, pick up the issue, the July issue now to read more about Melanie.
Now, and you mentioned, Daisy Jane. That's our good friend Megan Moore. Can we get a book bus Daisy Jane crossover at some point?
Oh, I think we need to.
I
yes,
think we do too.
It's in the future.
I think we do too, especially with beautiful weather like this. Guys, I think it's time to go back inside at this point, but I'm not sure if Tara's doing weather or what's happening next. So let's just send it back inside and see what happens.